So, with this in mind, what are some of your goals for sharing this story to the world?
Yeah, I think with this story, I want to, show people that our stories are of value, that our experiences being Asian American, Pacific Islander American, are valuable. I want people to, from this story, to learn self-acceptance. Because as an Asian American, I had like major identity issues, as I kind of described earlier, right? And it was really through my journey of self-acceptance that I was able to, find my purposes and my belonging. And I hope through this, this narrative that, people can relate to, our experiences and really, connect with us, humanize us, and also learn something about themselves too. The way this book is written, it's like, it's really, the way it ends, it's really like made to be the start of your journey.
I see. That's really beautiful. What a marvelous creation. So, can you tell me, when did you really identify yourself or see yourself as Asian American? When did that belonging become a part of you?
No, that's a great question. It wasn't until a little later in life, because, going back, I never really felt completely American, right? By American standards. I'm a soft-spoken Asian guy and kind of just, do my thing. And then when I flew back to Vietnam, right, I was like, okay, I see a ton of people who don't really look like me still, right? Because I look lighter than the people in Vietnam. They're very dark-skinned in Vietnam. And so I didn't really feel like there either. I was like, I remember on the plane home, I was in third grade and was flying home, and I remember, thinking to myself, oh man, I'm going to finally go to a place where I feel like my family is, feel like I belong. I get there and I'm like, man, nobody looks like me. And then I experienced some discrimination over there too, where because I'm American, people would try to rip me off, or kids would throw rocks at me because I look lighter than them. And so I spent all these years trying to navigate being different from every place in the world now, not just in America, but also Vietnam. But it wasn't until, I found, dancing, where I learned how to channel, character, this persona I want to be. And as a breaker, as a b-boy, you gotta be like fresh, you gotta be dope, or else you're gonna get back then, you're gonna get clowned on, really hammered on, if you sucked. And so, I had to really work hard at being decent. And when I competed, you had to go in the cypher and where the spotlight's on you, and you can't fake. Or I mean, I did fake because I wasn't as confident, but you couldn't show that you were nervous or whatnot, or you get clowned on, right? So I had to pretend to be confident. I had to pretend to be the person that I wanted to be, and from that, those moments of dance, competing, and articulating myself into my body, I kind of learned self-expression and learned like my own personal value, my intrinsic value. And so that was probably when, and I started dancing in middle school, breaking in middle school. So I'd say middle school, high school was when I started my journey of self-acceptance. It was really through dance and through art that I really found my voice